Hello, for this week's Daily Geography, we have Week 14, Mountains and Deserts of the United States. So, you're going to look at the map. First, we'll go over the readings. So, let's do this side. Mountains and Deserts of the United States. Introducing the map. Share with students the definition of a physical map. Tell them that a physical map shows the natural features of a place. Discuss that a physical map might show a small area such as a park or larger areas such as states, regions, or countries. Ask students to name mountain ranges and deserts in the United States. Students might mention such landforms as the Rocky Mountains, the Appalachian Mountains, and the Mojave Desert. Show students the physical map of the United States. Have students look at the legend and inset maps to help them with locations. Students should notice that only deserts and mountains are labeled on this map. Explain to students that major mountain ranges are mountain systems. There are smaller mountain ranges within the larger system. Use the Appalachian Mountain region as an example. Within the northern part of the Appalachian Range, there are the White Mountains, the Green Mountains, and the Catskill Mountains. Farther south, the Appalachians include the Blue Ridge Mountains, Cumberland and Allegheny Mountains, plus the Great Smoky Mountains. For the purposes of this lesson, only larger mountain systems are labeled, to show that mountains are also located in a few central parts of the U.S. The Black Hills, the Ozarks, and the Ouachita Mountains are included. Ask students to locate and name the major deserts included on this map. As with the mountains, students will need to use their mental map skills to name the states in which these landforms are located. Point out that the lowest and highest elevations in the United States are also included on this map. Vocabulary. Introducing vocabulary. Desert. A dry area with little or no rainfall. Elevation. The height above sea level. Inset map. A smaller map set within the border of a larger one. Legend. Key. A list that explains the symbols on a map. Mental map. A map that a person pictures in their mind. Mountain range. A chain of mountains. Physical map. Shows natural landforms and waterways on Earth's surface. Valley. An area of low ground between two hills. So that's all of the reading. So now let's go over the actual map. So we see a few different things here. So the title up here says Mountains and Deserts of the United States. Then below this, I see Canada is this area up here. And then what is detailed is the United States, which is the country that we live in. And then below that, we have Mexico down here. And then this map shows the relationship between, here's the United States, here's Canada, and then here's Alaska, which is a state of the United States, but it's not actually connected. So that's Alaska right there. And then Hawaii is the smaller piece down here. So it shows the physical features of Alaska and Hawaii as well. Here's the compass for this way direction is north, south, east, west. Then the legend tells us that when we see the white with little spots, with little black spots, that means that is a major desert area. The drawings where it has like these slashed lines is major mountain ranges. When you see a triangle that is facing upward for north, that is the highest peak area. When you see a little triangle that's facing downward, so kind of like facing south, that is the lowest point. So now let's go over a few things on the map. So I see that in this area, there's a lot of like just blank. There's no specific symbol or like drawing on it. But then closer to over here, there's like a little area and it says Black Hills. Then there's this little area that has the dashed lines, the like diagonal lines, the Ozarks. Here's a little area as well with the diagonal lines, the Wichita Mountains. Then there's this area right here, which kind of starts right in this state right here, and it goes all the way to the top and kind of like all the way up there. Those are the Appalachian Mountains. Here we have, look, there's Utah where we live. So it looks like in Utah we have some interesting physical features. Part of it has Rocky Mountains, and then part of it has the Great Basin Desert as well. So then over here continues the Great Basin Desert, then kind of into California, and then the corner of Nevada is the Sierra Nevada. And then the Mojave Desert is right here. Then down we have the Sonoran Desert. Down here we have Chihuahuan Desert. More up here on the west side we have coastal ranges. And then if I'm looking at these little text right here, it says Death Valley, lowest point in US. It is negative 282 feet, which is equivalent to negative 86 meters. So that would go right here. So that's right by California and Nevada. So then if I keep going down, here's Mexico. So in the inset maps, you have Alaska, which says that the top part of Alaska has the Brooks Range. And then the lower part of Alaska has the Mount McKinley, Alaska Range. And then Mount McKinley has a triangle, which means that is the highest point. So the highest point in the US. And the elevation is 20,320 feet, which is equivalent to 6,194 meters. So then in Hawaii, we have Hawaii Range of Volcanic Islands. Okay, so now knowing what we did here and knowing what we read about on the text, we're going to start answering questions. So we have Monday number 1. Does the eastern or western half of the United States have more mountain ranges? So your answer is either eastern or western. So you're going to compare using your observation skills. So the eastern side is this half over here. The western side is this half over here. So which eastern or western has more mountain ranges? So if you don't know what a mountain range looks like, it means it has that symbol. So which side has a lot of that or more of that? The east or the west? Once you have made your observation, write the answer down for Monday number 1. Monday number 2. What are the largest and second largest mountain ranges in the US? What are the largest and the second largest mountain ranges in the whole US? So you're going to pick the two mountains, labeled mountains, that look like it has the most of this symbol. So like if you're looking here, the Wichita Mountains, that's kind of a small area compared to right here, right? This is all of that is the Rocky Mountains. So this looks like it's the biggest one. So that's part of your answer for Monday number 2. So then look for the second largest range of mountains and write down the name of that for Monday number 2 as well. Tuesday number 1. Are the Ozarks and the Wichita Mountains located in the southeastern, south central, or southwestern part of the US? Okay, so your answer is one of those three options. So first, look for Ozarks and Wichita Mountains. Ozarks and Wichita Mountains, these two. So is this the south central area, the southeastern area, or the southwestern area? Okay, south central area, southeastern area, or southwestern area? Write your answer down for Tuesday number 1. Tuesday number 2. Which part of the U.S. has the most deserts? The southeast, the southwest, or the northwest? So your answer is one of those three options. Which part of the U.S. has the most deserts? So look for the area. Look for the symbol, which means deserts. Major deserts. So which area do you see a lot of this? Okay, so your options are southeast, southwest, or the northwest. Okay, so southeast, southwest, or northwest. Okay, southeast, southwest, or the northwest. Which area has the most desert? Wednesday number 1. Which mountain ranges make up the Pacific Northwest region of the U.S.? So you need to find the Pacific Northwest area. And which mountain ranges are in there? So look at your map. Look at the Northwest. And then find the, mountain range in that region. So the mountain range in that region. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Okay, so find the mountain ranges that make up the Pacific Northwest. So first find north, then find west. So northwest is kind of this area right here. So which three mountain ranges are labeled on this area right here? Write it down for Wednesday number 1. Wednesday number 2. Mount Rushmore, a famous monument, is located in a low mountain range in South Dakota. Name the mountain range. So you're going to have to use your mental map skills, and you're going to have to find where South Dakota is. South Dakota is in this area. North Dakota, South Dakota. So what is the mountain range that is in South Dakota the national monuments are at? Write the name of that mountain range for Mount Rushmore in South Dakota for Wednesday number 2. Thursday number 1. What is the name of the lowest point in the U.S.? In which desert and in which state is it located? So the lowest point in the U.S. Oh, I remember that was a symbol. So which symbol is the lowest point? That symbol. So you're going to look for the triangle that's facing downward, so triangle that's facing south. Find that on the map. And then once you find it, you need to write down 3 things that connect to that. Which desert, the name of the lowest point, which desert it is in, and which state it is located in. Write those 3 answers down for Thursday number 1. Thursday number 2. Name the states in which the Great Basin Desert is located. So you need to use 2 skills. You need to find the Great Basin Desert, and then you need to figure out the name of those states. Great Basin Desert is right here. So that's here, 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 a little bit over here and here. So write those states, and write the names of those states down for Thursday number 2. Friday number 1. What is the name of the highest point mountain in the United States? What is its elevation? The highest point. Well, if I remember correctly, when I found the highest point, that was a symbol in the legend. So look for this symbol and write down 3 things for that answer once you have found it. Or 2 things, sorry. What is the name of the elevation and what is its elevation? So those 2 things for Friday number 1. Friday number 2. The Chihuahuan Desert is located in which 3 states? The Chihuahuan Desert. So find the Chihuahuan Desert right here and name the 3 states that it is located in. So 1, 2, and then a corner right here for that state. So this state, and that state. If you don't have these memorized, take out your planner to look at the states of the United States. And then write down those 3 states down for Friday number 2. And then that is all of your daily geography for this week.